So you've been hit by a truck and all of a sudden your life has changed and you've got injuries and hospital bills and your car is totaled. And to make matters worse, the insurance adjuster is claiming that there's no insurance coverage. Well, how can that be, you ask? They might try to say, oh, the truck driver wasn't listed on our policy, so we don't have to cover. Or the truck involved was on a policy that lapsed last month because the payment fell through. These things actually do happen. And if you're not careful, you can walk away from a case that has value and does in fact have coverage. But it may not be in the way that you think. It's true, insurance policies are contracts by nature. And so an insurance company doesn't have to provide coverage unless certain things are in place, like a covered driver or a listed truck. But what they don't tell you is that if you go and get a judgment against the person that hit you, that's right, you sue them, go through the whole court case and get a judgment, and you record that judgment and present the judgment to the insurance carrier, they are required by Congress under federal law in what's called an MCS 90 endorsement that all trucking insurance policies have to indemnify the driver, the trucking company, against the judgment that you now have up to the limit, the minimum limit of the commercial trucking insurance. In most states, that's somewhere around $750,000 to $1 million. So, for example, if you were very badly hurt and have a lot of high bills, or worse, and you get a judgment for multiple millions of dollars, don't let the insurance company lie to you and say that there's no insurance coverage. There may not technically be insurance coverage, but they still have to pay under that MCS 90 endorsement, at least up to that minimum coverage limit. As always, these things can be technical, and it's important to have a friend that you trust who's a lawyer who can walk you through the steps and get you the justice that you and your family deserve. If you or a loved one has been hurt in an accident, call the Van Meter Law Firm. We'd be glad to help.